Hey, I'm Christian.
Hey, I'm Shane. What's up, y'all? Welcome to the Dad Bod Pod.
Pod.
Here we is.
Yeah, let's give a shout out to Proton,
Incorrect. Patreon.
Patreon. Should we start over with a new clap?
Shout out to Patreon.
And all our sponsors. Mountain Dew hasn't responded to the email, but if they do, we're here.
That's right. And it's a good product.
Yeah.
So shout out to
Nice
you guys.
Mountain Dew Hard.
Mm-hmm.
Some Dad Bod Mountain Dew.
The grown-up can. The stovepipe, if you will. Shout out to my Vols.
Yeah, they did. They did knock off my Florida State boys today.
Twice in the College World Series.
Yeah.
I know it's a sensitive subject between us, but
It's okay. It's okay.
like I'm still feeling the glad to be 98 Vols.
There you go.
So we just gonna try to get in where we fit in.
That's what's up, bro. You got to.
Hey, so Tony V and the Base Vols, y'all keep doing y'all's thing. Shout out to them. Shout out to Patreon. Shout out to Mountain Dew. If you want one of them shout outs, go on hit us up.
Yeah, get a sponsor.
Slide into those DMs one time.
Right. Some Dad Bod DMs.
Right.
That's what's up.
That is what it is.
Are we starting with another Dad Bod dad joke?
Hey, I'm changing gears a little bit. I'm gonna hit you with some factual information.
Okay.
Did you know? I'm gonna try to say it right. The hashtag symbol that all these kids are using. Do you know the real name of that?
I do.
What is it?
I mean, do you want me to
If
give
you
away
know
your-
it,
Yeah, it's a pound.
incorrect. It's also known as a pound sign, but the official name of the hashtag or the pound symbol is technically called an octothorpe.
Yeah, no, it's the pound symbol.
You are welcome.
Yeah.
So if you want to, you can
Say it again.
Octothorpe.
Octothorpe.
So maybe you could hit us up, Octothorpe at the Dad Bod Pod.
Right. You don't say at though. You just Octothorpe Dad Bod.
Well,
Pod.
some people say hashtag so and so. I'm gonna say Octothorpe Dad Bod Pod.
There we go. There you go. Trying to be smart over there.
Just trying to do something every day, learn something new every day, try to learn something, be a little bit better than I was yesterday. So,
There you go.
what about you? You got a fun fact for us today?
No, I don't. I should have looked some up.
I just happened to look up a couple of things. You know what the 100 folds in a chef hat represents?
No.
It represents the 100 ways that you can cook an egg.
Nuh-uh.
It's on Google. You know it's real.
Man, speaking of knowing if things are real and where you're getting your sources from, my wife the other day said she read an article and she really meant she saw it on Facebook.
I saw this thing on real life, but it was actually on Facebook. And
Right.
Because everything on Facebook is real.
It's amazing where we're getting our information from these days. Welcome back to the Dad Bod Pod. I think Shane has a dad joke for us today.
We'll start it off like we do every week with a good dad joke. Do you know where sheep like to sleep or like to go on vacation?
Is that the same question?
Yeah, where do they like to go and rest and have a good vacation?
I have no idea.
At the Bahamas.
At the Bahamas. Heck yeah.
There you go. Off the top rope. So here we
Right.
go.
There you go. What is the topic of today?
I feel like we could go a lot of places. We could pick up on some stuff from last week.
We could jump into sheeple. Let's not.
That will not work for us.
That will not work for us. Yes.
No, man. I don't know, dude. A lot of things going on.
Yeah.
A lot of things going on. A lot of things to talk about. I know we talked about monster trucks. Talked about living our dream. Talked about living our best life. So tell me what's been shaking with you the last few days?
I mean, you know me. I'm just writing. Just got back from LA, writing some records out there. And then we did basketball camp with my 15-year-old. We're doing a lot of basketball camps right now. She's really coming along
Yeah.
in her development, and
People in the back thought that was funny.
right,
I already got people laughing.
gotta love it.
No, I think, yeah. See, I think again, it's weird how our schedules are almost so opposite.
Right?
Cause like you're full time grinding in the summer, and like I've been sitting in the pool,
Yeah, that's what you do as a
like
teacher, bro.
right, just trying to catch a sunburn.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like mowing the grass.
Yeah,
all
you
that
do a lot
stuff.
of mowing though.
I mean, I feel like I could solve world's problems when I'm on the mower.
I love being on my mower.
Yeah, we talked about that before. Like, I got a zero turn, so you can turn and stripe your yard,
Yeah.
and you got a rider.
Yeah. I
You
don't
just
do
mow in circles.
Yeah, I just ride around
Right,
with the blades going.
right.
Hopefully we
Get it
catch
done.
new spots, you know
right,
what I mean?
right. What about wife and kids are good? We talked about them last week.
Everybody's wonderful, growing, you know. It's a new day every day.
You never know when you wake up what it's going to be like at my house,
Yeah.
for sure.
Well, and I say I live with 5 women. One of them is at college, the other one's going to college. So I live with 4 and I will be living with 3. But yeah, you never know what you're going to
So,
get.
like, to an extent, it may start to be getting better.
Yeah, well, it's going to get open. So then that's
Right,
up for discussion if it gets better.
right.
And, you know, hopefully it does. But yeah, you're going to get a little more time on your hands and a little more downtime. Summers for me are actually more difficult because I kind of try to gauge my work days in the studio while they're in school.
Mm-hmm.
So when everybody's home, I have to remind myself that I still got to go to work,
Mm.
you know?
Yeah. Yeah. See, I've got one that's fixing to go to college.
Yeah, congrats on that. She
Yeah.
got a great
She
scholarship.
landed a huge scholarship, so shout out to the big kid for the big scholarship that she landed and did all that. My other 2 have just wrapped up their middle school careers in basketball camp for the summer. So like we've really started to hit the brakes
Yeah.
as far as what we're trying to do. But
Yeah, we got a little dead week. What is it? 2-week dead
yeah,
period.
little dead period.
So we're going to, you know, catch the beach and then
Where y'all going?
Bailey's straight back to travel ball
Yep.
next week.
And then she'll be running track too, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
You got one that's an all-stars playing ball.
Yeah, Sonny's still doing the softball during the summer,
Yeah.
which is a new sport for us that's this year.
How's that going?
It's good. She's learning. She's having fun. And
I mean, you're a former baseball guy, so like,
yeah, I mean, it's 10-year-old girls softball, so it's different.
do
But
you like the cheers in the dugout?
oh, they're having a blast. Yeah, it's fun. We got told we can't say 2 of them anymore. I'm not gonna
Right. Just
I'm not gonna mention names. I'm
Right.
not gonna say the town. I'm not gonna say
Right,
all
right.
that. But apparently they were offensive.
Well,
So
we've talked about being able to celebrate and not celebrate and cheer and do those things. So,
Right.
like, yeah, that's and me being kind of a basketball and a football guy, like there weren't a lot of cheers that you could do as a team
mhm.
like you can in baseball. Like that was one of the things. I have a younger sister that's about a lot younger. She's about 20 years younger than me. That played softball growing up, and to listen to those cheers and like the chants and all that stuff that they do in the dugout, probably one of the reasons I'm not a big softball fan.
Yeah, why?
Cause like all them cheers and stuff, like let's just play, like kick a little dirt around, like
Yeah.
dig in and go to work, like. But
Yeah, I think it's fun.
yeah,
I like it. I think they're having fun. I think it can be a slow game for younger kids, you know?
yeah,
So it gives them something to do while they're not actually
right.
up to
Right.
bat or whatever, you know?
Because some of them kids in the outfield in a game might not see a ball.
No, they're not at this age.
Right at 10, they
Yeah,
not.
and we're trying to explain to Sonny that, like, if you did play outfield and got good at it, like, middle school and high school,
Yeah.
you're about to get all the action,
yeah, you get some action.
you know?
Yeah.
So,
Word.
but anyway,
Mm-hmm.
that's good. Family is good. Sports is going to keep going in our house. You know how it goes.
Oh yeah. Well, we don't really have much of a choice. My whole family is all 6-footers, so
Right.
like it's gonna be hooping for us.
You guys are dope, man. You guys are a force.
Well, it's something like that.
Yeah.
We something. I don't know.
You You the biggest family I know in a small car.
Yeah. And people make fun of us because, like, we trying to give that fuel efficient life. Like, we're not riding in a real small car, but we ride in like a Maxima.
That's what I'm saying.
But there was one time
But that's a small car to 4 6-footers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like we get out and like we just keep getting out. It's like a clown car.
Right.
But like we all enjoy it. We all love it.
I love it.
It's funny because like people see us get out the car and like, why ain't you in like a Navigator or something?
Right.
I'm like, because it gets 9 miles of the gallon and this Maxima gets 29 miles.
Right. And we need the food money.
Right. And you ain't got the food. My son is 14 and he's 6'3".
With hollow legs.
And
He can eat all day.
The dude will bust a box of macaroni and cheese and never check up.
Right.
A whole box.
Right. I've seen him do that with the
at your house
with the goggles on.
Yeah.
With the what are those things called?
His Oculus, his little
Oculus,
VR machine. Yeah.
That fool is eating with the Oculus on.
Yes.
Never missing a beat.
Not checking up.
Right.
Yeah. So he did at basketball camp, real life. Had a good little run, come out of the game. Opened up his backpack and busted a ham sandwich.
I saw it.
Like
I saw it.
Yeah.
You busted him.
I did.
With the video.
He was trying to sneak and hide behind the coach while eating a ham sandwich.
Yeah, on the bench. I saw you, dog.
Come on, dog.
That's what's up, though.
Michael, you know better than that.
It's a special kind.
He is. He's doing his thing. So like, you know, we all doing the married thing, the dad bod. Like this is our release time.
Yeah.
This is our time to vent.
Yeah.
Or the
we
whatever.
could start sleeping on the podcast though, because I feel like we don't have time to do that.
I did not get a nap today.
Yeah.
I did not.
You are a napper. We've had that conversation.
I am a napper. My wife introduced me to naps a couple years ago, and like there's some youngsters over here that y'all need to understand. Like
naps are where it's at.
Yeah, don't sleep on a nap.
Right.
Like go on get you one. Like because it can. I mean it's 6:40 here, so like, you know, a good 4 o'clock to 5:30 nap can push you through the evening.
Yeah. That'll put you on podcast.
Right. Like, they'll get you ready for podcast. Like,
right.
I'm a little bit lacking today. So, that little Baja Blast is going to hit just right.
There it is.
And it's going to push us on through. So, shout out to them again.
Well, we did. Are we jumping into the questions? Or are we just still...
If you guys want
to
start with the questions.
Yeah, throw us some questions.
There's some good ones today.
Apparently, we got quite a few questions came in.
Yeah, after the first one... The first show, we had 2 questions and 1 from Josh. So this week, we have quite a few more.
We have 7. None of them are from me. Some are from, like, my friends. I asked them to, like, send some dumb questions. So we'll start with those dumb questions.
You picked the right people to answer those.
Right.
So question number 1. What is your favorite marsupial?
First of all, I don't even know what a marsupial is.
My first thought went to a spider, but that's not what that's an arachnid. Sorry.
So... what's a marsupial, bro?
Ain't a marsupial like a kangaroo? Is something with like a pouch?
Okay, well then my favorite marsupial is a wallaby because I had a pet wallaby when I was growing up.
Then you should have knew what a marsupial was.
No, I was a wallaby, bro. It was a midget kangaroo, bro.
I saw this somewhere. Where did I just see this? Where it might have been, I think we texted this the other night. A kangaroo.
Yeah, you're going to mess this up.
I am, because I can't.
Right. I sent you
Yep.
an Instagram video because we like to send stuff to each other and laugh that a dinosaur deer is a kangaroo.
Right.
That a T-Rex
and a deer
is a dinosaur kangaroo. Am I messing that up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A dinosaur and a deer... evolution-wise, would be a kangaroo.
Right.
And, like, that terrifies me now because, like, as a avid...
that if a deer was a prehistoric animal, it would have been a kangaroo.
Yeah.
I'm confused.
But that's close.
Yeah.
Imagine going through the woods, sitting in your tree stand, and then the sun starts to come up and the world starts to wake up, and you see a T-Rex deer come through.
Kangaroo.
Right.
Yeah.
Are you going to shoot it?
Before he eats me, for sure.
For sure.
Yeah.
But like they say, like kangaroos are like they sit on their tails and like they can fight and like punch and stuff.
No,
Have you seen the videos where they all
Yeah.
swole up?
Yeah, did you see him fight the dude?
Right.
Yeah.
Like he's got there's one video like a dude's holding that kangaroo's got his dog in the headlock. Like, man,
Right.
back up. I'm gonna bust him. Back up.
Right.
And then the dude punches the kangaroo and the dude drops his dog. It's like, man, you have messed up now.
So a marsupial is a kangaroo?
Nah, a marsupial.
Not just a kangaroo, but a kangaroo is a marsupial. But that's not all.
So what is a marsupial?
It's an animal that has a pouch.
Essentially, yeah.
So possums?
Do possums have? I think
Here,
they
I'll
do.
just look up a list of marsupials right now. Ooh. And I'll.
Possums have pouches.
I think so. I punted one time,
Right.
and a bunch of babies flew out.
I've seen a lot of people at Walmart with pouches.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't even pronounce.
All right. All right. People of Walmart. Yeah.
Fanny packs, right?
Natural.
Yeah.
I'm
Dude,
just
hold
gonna,
on.
I'm just gonna list the ones I can pronounce. So we got the Tasmanian devil, the possum, wombats.
Wait a minute. Is
The
a Tasmanian
Tasmanian
devil and a possum?
They're
No.
not the same.
No, I was those are
Oh,
two
okay,
different.
okay,
Tasmanian
okay,
devil.
okay.
I'm just listing them.
Yeah, possum.
Wombat, marsupial moles,
Cool.
We got a lot of moles
Kangaroos.
here.
bilbies,
We're good. Possum and kangaroo, we got it.
Or a Tasmanian devil.
Right, which I didn't know had a pouch. No.
I didn't know the Tasmanian. I just thought he talked funny. Like,
I just thought they swung around and
right. Tore up stuff. Come in
Right.
like a tornado.
right.
All right.
So yeah, a wallaby was mine.
Speaking of looking at funny's not the right word. Interesting people. Do you go? Is there a certain place that you like to go where you can people watch? Is there a certain place that you like to go people watch the best? Guard dogs are here.
The guard dogs. I think Walmart, of course, but that's the go-to for everybody. The airport is unbelievable.
Yeah, you being a guy that travels a lot, I'm sure you see a lot of.
Yeah, I'm talking about other countries,
Yeah.
international. It's a hub where just a lot of people from a lot of places are coming. And I'm not talking about just Southwest. You know, I love the mall, of course, growing up, but the airport's pretty good. What do you think?
Well, yesterday we went to a water park, and like my wife made the comment that people don't have mirrors. Like at what point? And we've talked about this. Like the last thing I do before I walk out of my house is like give a quick glance in the mirror to make sure it's like not a booger in my nose or like
Right.
something on my teeth.
Yeah,
Or my,
just
you
the
know,
last
something.
little. Am I cool with this?
Right. And then I look at myself, I'm like, dang, this is it. Like this is what you got.
This is what I'm doing.
Like there's
I'm gonna back this up, and this is
Right.
all I got to go with.
right. So, but like my wife was saying that a lot of these people, not in particular, but like she was just like a person walked by, and the bathing suit was not flattering
Right.
or becoming, and she said, "Does that girl not have a mirror?"
Right.
But I also
Do you think they see it, like on the mannequin in the store, and like,
think that's what it looks like.
yeah, like that's me right there.
I mean, I would think, yeah. I guess that like they think, because I do that too. Like when I see,
a shirt.
right, or I see a dude that's like in a biker, like a biker post, and he's like, it's black and white, and he's on his bike, and like he's got a vest on. I'm like, man, I need to get me a vest.
Right.
And then, like, I get a vest,
And it don't look like that.
I look dumb.
Right.
I'm like, I
Right.
blew all this money on a leather vest, like to ride on my Harley, and it don't look.
Right.
I don't look like Jax Teller. Like I look like a geek off, you know.
Well, don't throw yourself all the way down. It's just that ain't your look.
That's not my look.
Everybody's got to find their look.
Like their signature.
And some of these people are not looking to see if it's their look. No, I got you.
And like we saw that the other day.
Oh, 100%. Especially where y'all went.
Yeah, like and
That's everybody.
it's interesting though to see just to people watch. Like you're
Right.
right, Walmart is the place to go.
Yeah, 100%.
Like around, if you from the South, like you gonna go to Walmart. Like even if you go to Target, like that's a step up.
Yeah.
Like they're a little bit classier at Target. We
Right.
used to have Kmart's around here, but we ain't got them no more. So, like just watching people do their thing, do what they do.
Yeah.
But I still have to wonder.
But I do agree, being from Florida, water parks
Yeah.
are definitely something you can watch.
Oh, you can watch.
Yeah. And especially, now y'all don't get it as much up here. We get the Europeans.
Mm-hmm.
So you got a number of dudes wearing the banana hammocks, the bikini swim.
They know better. They know better.
I don't. That's where That's where they're from, bro.
Right. Like we wearing khakis and a polo shirt to the golf course. Like they're wearing
Yeah,
A
bikini swims and just hanging out of it.
a dude, a man.
Dude, and it's got to be like yellow
Right.
or
It
bright
can't.
blue.
Right. It can't be a neutral color that's okay.
Well, neutral would actually probably scare me, but like just a black one or something.
Right. A gray.
Right.
Like no, they got to wear like one.
Yeah. Like look at my bikini.
Right. Yeah. Check me out. I ain't nared my legs, or
None of it.
manscaped or nothing. It's just
all there. Yeah.
all right.
Yeah. So that's Florida for you though.
Okay. We went from marsupials to mankinis.
Mankinis. I mean, that is also a pouch.
It's a great place to ask question number 2. Talking about banana hammocks. Is a hot dog a sandwich?
No.
All right, moving on to question 3. How do you guys like your steak, and what's your favorite cut?
Oh man.
You want me to go first?
Yeah. Yeah.
Medium rare, period. All my meat. My favorite cut, most commonly favorite cut, would be a filet mignon. But my favorite cut is a tomahawk.
You like to bone in.
Yeah. I like the big bone.
Nah, that's that Florida State boy talking right there. I heard you. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But yeah, seasoned right, garlic butter, all the good stuff. But that's me. Medium rare, filet mignon, most of the time.
See, it's the poor old redneck in me. Like I want a fancy steak for me is like a New York strip.
Okay.
And I like it medium, cooking medium. I'm gonna hit it with a little bit of salt and then let it go.
There you go.
Just let it ride.
There it is. You heard it best. You heard it first.
What about? Have you ever had a what's that called? Wagyu?
Yeah, Wagyu. Yeah, of course.
You had one of those?
Yeah.
I've never had one of them. Are they fire?
It's all right. I mean, I think it's just overhyped a little bit. In the concept of the Wagyu was like it's a baby calf that's never touched the ground or whatever.
Oh, that's the selling point?
Yeah. I think so. The meat has never been toughened up at all.
Yeah.
So that's the vibe. And I don't know.
And they talk about like grass fed versus like grain fed. Like that don't really matter to me. Like I'm gonna do either one.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying?
No, 100%.
But like
and the funny thing is like I would hope all cows were grass fed.
Right, or grain.
Like the thing is,
just don't go hungry.
I love how this generation is putting all of these things as selling points that are supposed to just be normal things.
Right.
Like I'm hoping the cow eats.
Right. Like I'm not. Yeah. Just don't feed it nothing dumb that's gonna ruin the meat. Like you can feed it grain or corn or let it eat out there in the field.
Yeah.
Like
now, is it pig or? Bobby said that just before they're gonna go to slaughter, like a month or so before, they start feeding them with. They put some molasses in there to start sweetening up the meat. Up. Yeah.
And but I tell you what, I'm not down with is the fact that you can take a chicken. Number one, I'm gravely terrified of birds.
We know that.
But like, they'll take a little bitty hatched chicken, and like this dude in like 6 weeks will be full grown because they pumped them things full of steroids.
Right.
Like I don't do that. Like I don't want an Ultimate Warrior
being
style
done.
chicken.
It's being done. Everywhere you're getting chicken
Right.
is being done like
I
that.
think that's why I'm scared of them because they be pumping them with them steroids and they get roid rage and be chasing me around and such.
But they doing it, bro. That's how we're eating these wonderful, luscious chicken nuggets. Chickens don't have nuggets, bro.
They just no, they don't have nuggets.
That's what I'm saying.
True. All right. Moving right. That was good. I like that one though. These are some good questions.
All right, next question. What's your favorite ride at Disney?
Probably the ride home.
I mean, that was going to be mine.
No, I always grew up Space Mountain
Yeah.
in the dark. I mean, that was my thing.
Like you can go to all them different parks at Disney World.
What was the one called? It's the log, and you go down, and they singing like the Bear Splash Mountain.
No, we had one here called the Old Mill Screen. When we had Opryland back in the day, you don't
That
remember.
ain't Disney, homie.
I know, but I mean, like that's like you comparing. You a Florida boy, so like we had Opryland. Nashville had Opryland,
Right.
and like they had a ride that was called Chaos.
Yeah.
They had the Days of Thunder ride, but I'm sorry, I'm gonna leave that and go back down south. To
No,
Florida.
it's okay. What about Dollywood? You like Dollywood?
Never been.
Okay, me
Dolly,
either.
shout out. Give me some tickets. Let me get in
Right,
Dollywood.
we should
one
go,
time.
man. Give
yeah.
us. We'll take the fams over there.
Yeah, I'll ride some rides. Disney World for me, I feel like is the nostalgia effect.
Mm-hmm.
Like you hit that one street and you can see the castle, and like you're not even you get in front of your kids so you can see their face and see how they like it,
Right.
what their reaction is, and like the rides are okay,
Right.
but like do
It's not like Universal.
now
Have you been over to
yeah,
Universal,
yeah,
which is
yeah.
also part of Disney?
Yeah.
So you get like
The Hulk ride.
the Back to the Future, the Jaws,
Yeah.
all the like movie-esque
Yes.
rides. Those are kind of dope.
Yeah, like I was a huge fan of the Hulk ride. Like our kids stayed on the Hulk ride.
You ever been on that tower thing? It drops.
Yeah, the Tower of Terror.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That was good too.
That was a.
But
was a good
I
ride.
know we've skipped Disney a little bit,
But I
but
mean,
they're all right there.
we all got my oldest daughter bought one of those little books, and they had everybody sign them and stuff.
Yeah,
like
the princesses.
all the princesses. And
Yeah,
stuff.
we did that with
Yeah,
the
like-
birthdays. Yeah.
Do you know where yours is?
No, heck no.
No, none of ours. Yeah, we don't.
No.
My wife probably do, but I haven't.
I don't even
idea.
know where all of we like they've bought in. Is bought in the word? They've bought all the princess dresses.
Yeah,
So
and then you can do them dining meals where you could dine with like the
in the
princesses.
castle,
yeah, like and the food.
no,
I ain't knocking Mr. Disney, but like,
right, but they making money.
yeah, they
Yeah.
hustling.
Which hey, more bro.
Do it, yeah.
I would gladly be Walt.
Right.
I'll gladly run that.
Started with a mouse, and now he's got a
Killing the game.
right.
Now
All
he's
the
a
way.
lion.
Right. Good one. Yeah, we've been to Disney. I've not. Which one is in Orlando?
Yeah, Disney.
But there's one
Disney
in
World.
California too.
Disneyland's in Cali.
Disneyland.
is in California.
Is
Disney
it better?
World.
Is it better?
They're different. Disney World is just way bigger. I think it's better. It's just got more. It's got Epcot, this, that, and the other. Whereas, and it has Universal Studios and
Yeah,
everything.
yeah.
Whereas in California, Disneyland has California Adventures beside it, which has like Cars. It's like the Universal, but for California.
All right.
It's got the movie Cars
Okay.
and Monsters,
Monsters Inc.
Monsters Inc. ride,
Okay.
all that kind of stuff.
Now Disney did do some cool stuff where they had like them God, we're blistering stuff today.
We are.
What is it called? Like the full immersion like rides where you can feel the wind on your face.
Oh, the 4D.
Yeah, the
4D
4D,
rides?
or a skunk goes by and it stinks all of a
Yeah,
sudden.
I remember I was on Alien
Yeah.
at Universal, and then like the alien was behind you, and it would breathe and like blow snot on your
Yeah,
neck.
like
Yeah, it was
you
crazy.
like oh ooh and stuff.
Yeah.
We got time for one more question?
Yeah, we got one more silly one, and then we'll take a quick break and move on to the serious questions.
Oh, boy.
This one, I feel like I know your guys' answer because we got a group chat, but Apple or Samsung?
I would say Apple unless you got a friend with a Samsung.
God, do we throw them under the bus?
No.
No.
I mean, I wouldn't.
we've got friends that, well, not
You know when
plural,
that
singular.
text-
We have a one friend that
Yeah.
has the green bubble.
Yeah,
Like-
we can't have blue texts.
No, and if he likes something, it starts the thread all the way over.
Starts the thread all the way over.
I bought today. My wife, we went to the Verizon store and she got her a new iPhone, and like so she's riding high on the hog right now. Like she feel kind of big time. Like she's already
Yeah.
ordered a case,
Got her a brand
screen
new one.
protector. Yeah, we ain't buying no refurb. No,
Right.
we getting the new.
Right.
Dad Bod Pod is getting Mama a new phone.
New phone. Yeah, I mean, I think it's Apple. It's Apple
Yeah.
for me, for music and everything as well. Everything links and
Yeah.
syncs and
Yeah.
you
I
know.
was an Android in my police days. Of course, that was the early 2000s into the
Yeah, they weren't even Apples yet.
no. Like
Like,
I
I
had
did all those. I did the
Yeah.
Palm Trios and the Blackberries.
I had that one that you could push on the side. It was a Casio, and it was a switchblade. Like you push a button that flip open, and you could talk on it.
There you go.
And it would fit in your pocket. And like you would have a radio over here, and then you'd have your phone over there, and you hit the button. Like, go ahead,
Yeah.
and it just
Go for Shane.
yeah, go ahead, and you click it and shut it and put it back in your pocket.
Felt good.
It felt kind of dope, but then like you couldn't do anything on it.
That was it.
Yeah, and we refer to our friend as old T9.
Remember the chirps?
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody had those, the Nextels and all that. They try to be
Yeah.
cool and give it a cute little. No.
That was it.
Do you have a ringtone?
No, remember when ringtones were big?
Right, like you record a part of a song and
Yeah.
then play it.
But there were some apps that you could
Yes,
download ringtones.
yes.
Yeah. Me, I don't even my phone is on vibrate all the time.
I had one for my wife back in the day. It was Ludacris. My chick bad, my chick good. My chick do
Yeah.
stuff that your chick wish she could.
Right.
And I would just pick it up before it would go any further.
There you
And
go.
that was the only one my wife called.
That's awesome. My buddy had one that was like, bam, bam. The wife is calling.
Oh no.
The wife is calling.
No, don't give me that one. All right, here we go. Next segment. I'll turn my hat around this way. You can go backwards. Wrong hole. So
I can't sit like this, right? I'm not
you look good, man.
You look relaxed.
Just sit back and kick it.
No. We're clapping. We're sitting up.
Dude's like in a waterbed. He can't get out of it. Rolling
Right.
around. Why don't we have those anymore?
Because they all popped, bro.
A waterbed was legit.
I had one.
I didn't have one. My mom had one.
Bro, I had
They
one.
friends had one.
It was so fire. It's my first apartment. And I went to like a rooms to go errands type of one of them places
yeah.
where you can get the whole bedroom set. They were like, do you want the waterbed package?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, I mean, when somebody asks you that, if there's a package.
I want that.
So yeah, it was the first time I ever pulled a garden hose into my bedroom. It felt so weird to pull a garden hose into your
And fill up
bedroom.
your bed.
Yeah.
You couldn't never get the sheets to stay on them.
I
though.
felt like my grandfather was just going to jump out of hiding and yell at me for
Yeah.
having a water hose in my bedroom.
right.
It's crazy.
I had an uncle that had a waterbed one time, and he had trinkets all around the waterbed and stuff. You know what
and
I'm
they
talking
got the mirrors in the
Yeah,
wood.
and
and the shelf.
behind it. Yeah, like all
oh,
that.
yeah.
Like, what are we talking? I mean,
right.
you remember those?
Bumper rails,
Right.
On the, side, the
And
leather
they had-
bumper rail, like
he
pool,
had the little-
like a pool table.
He had
bumper
the little
rail.
thing with like the 3 dolphins that you could spin it, and it would continue to spin around like one of
Yeah.
them. What's that centrifugal
The
force?
oil. What about the oil dripper thing?
Oh, the little lady that was half naked. That's maybe the
the
first.
velvet.
Yeah, and it was the little oil dripping like off the harp strings and stuff. Remember that?
I do remember that.
I got in so much trouble because I'd walk by and try to play, bing, and it'd fling oil on the wall and ruin it.
It was oil dripping down. I had my grandmother's friend down the street from us. She was the only lady with a pool on the cul-de-sac. So we go to her house. And she was just this old lady, and she had that oil, one of them things like you're saying, and it was like a lady sitting on the top, and then she's sitting on something, and then that had a lip down to another bowl
Yeah.
thing on the bottom,
Yeah.
and then it was going all the way around.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was that 80s, bro.
That was that 80s vibe.
Yeah.
And then you had that one couch that had all like the wagon wheel prints and like the Wild West print.
Yeah.
And it
With
was
the wooden armrest.
hardwood, like the
Yeah.
big wooden like round
big
knobs.
humongous, yeah.
Yeah. Those were dope.
Yeah, and it was almost like a velvet.
Yes, you could push it down and it would be one thing, and then flip it up and it'd be another one.
It's tan or it's brown.
Yeah, but this one had like some.
It was night and day.
Yeah,
What about that?
we missing the boat. Like, I mean, the podcast is
Bro,
dope.
hold on.
Right, right. It was yes.
Bro.
Like one side you could push it and it'd be like cowboys, and the other side would be like some Indians and stuff.
No, it's just the same setting with the sun down.
Right. It's
It
nighttime.
was
I got
darker.
you. Yeah.
The whole picture was
Ooh.
darker.
Ooh, I see that.
You
Yeah.
see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. I do.
Yeah, it's like what we do on our phones right now when it turns night.
Night mode,
Right.
dark mode.
Yeah, they flip.
Wait, I like that. I feel like we're on the.
Yeah, they go like this.
Maybe Dad Bod needs to get like a sponsorship from Rooms to Go, and like the Dad Bod.
Are they doing? Do people really do that? Like, I buy pieces now.
Yeah, but like at certain places you can buy like that whole setup. Like I remember there was one like old girl had the mole right here. Cindy Crawford.
Mm-hmm.
She had like a whole collection.
Mm-hmm. Shit that you could buy for that.
Like a
Yeah.
Cindy Crawford
like
line.
Magnolia, the
Yeah,
flipper flopper. What is his name?
the flipper flopper.
Yeah, what's his name? Magnolia, the lady. Chip and Joanna Gaines. Chip and Joanna Gaines. They got Magnolia furniture in Target now.
Oh yeah,
And you can buy that whole line.
right.
Yeah. But what I'm trying to tell you is I'm in a time in my life where it's like I'm into like finding some vintage one-off couch that's left over, like the one we're sitting on.
Yeah,
Like I just found it at one of them antique stores.
yeah.
I just like different pieces now. Like I guess there was a time in my life, and there's a type of people that's like they just walk in and they see that whole room set up in the warehouse,
Right.
and it's like that's me.
Yeah.
But I just can't see it like that no more.
Almost like the value meal. Like you go pick what.
Bro,
See?
I was just gonna say that, bro.
Mhm. I want
like,
the number
We could
2.
do the number 1 at our furniture store.
Right.
So we could do a dad bod combo for your house.
Yep.
And it would be a Chesterfield couch.
Yep.
It would be some sort of antique, even those railroad carts or something like that, coffee table.
Mm-hmm.
You know, then you have some super dope piece underneath the TV to hold your PlayStations and all that. Like,
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We could put a whole. I'm just saying, it looks different.
But the bedroom suite would have to have a waterbed. If you did the bedroom setup, it would have to be a waterbed.
I think it's the.
Were they climate controlled? Cause like the water gonna get cold over time. Like I'm not trying to get in a bed that's like
Mine wasn't.
58 degrees and like you get
No,
in like
mine
all.
wasn't. Mine wasn't.
Yeah.
That's a good idea though.
Okay.
My aunt had the high dollar waterbed, which was like individual little cells, so it didn't move.
No, we know. The memory waterbed.
Right.
I didn't know water could memorize.
They were like little cells.
yeah.
And it filled up, and it just had interior walls, so it didn't move as much. That waterbed was crazy some nights. Though,
But I'm gonna tell you what ruined waterbeds for me.
But you never had one.
No, but this is why. I'm gonna tell you. This is the story why I never got a waterbed. So my mom and my stepdad like had like a little group of friends that all rode motorcycles and they all had kids, kind of like the grown-up version of what we have now.
Right.
Like we're doing it just now with waterbeds.
Yeah, yeah.
And like all the kids was coming over, and like the grown-ups was in like the living room or the den or whatever, and the kids were supposed to go somewhere else. And they had a waterbed, and one of the kids started poking holes in it and didn't tell nobody. So like at 2:00 in the morning, when everybody got home, like my mom like got on her landline, big long cord, and was like, "Hello? No, we didn't know your waterbed was leaking. No."
Right.
And like she comes and wakes me up and like, "Did you do something to Kim's waterbed?" I'm like, "No." Well, like it's got water, it's leaking everywhere. And like they just wrecked it, like just poked holes all
That's
over.
crazy, bro.
They said they went to go get in the bed after a night of fun, and like
Was it gone or was it wet?
it was like way
Down.
low.
Yeah.
And so they got in the bed and it was soaking wet. Like
Yeah.
so I got a whipping and I didn't even do it.
Yeah, there was too many problems that could go wrong. Like I had my waterbed and I had no problems. But
I feel like if you have a problem, it's gonna be like a huge problem.
yeah, it's water, bro. It's a
Right.
pool in your bedroom.
And it ain't
Yeah, it's crazy.
So if we do a water bed, like we gotta have one that's like
I wouldn't do
puncture
it,
proof.
but you could do it.
I want to because I never done it.
Right.
Like, are they good for your back? Cause like,
I couldn't tell you, man.
You were young. You didn't have back
No,
problems.
yeah,
yet.
I
So,
didn't
like
know
now that I'm
that.
older, I got back
I
problems.
think everybody has back problems
If you a certain
from the
age.
80s. So we'll blame it on
Right.
the water beds.
Yeah, we'll blame. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Have you or someone you know been harmed by a waterbed?
Right.
You
Call
now
this
have
number.
you now have a claim to file with
What
Waterbeds R
is
Us.
the question?
So hey,
Right.
I'm still on waterbeds.
Right.
I kind of like what you guys were doing though. So, do you guys have any advice for a newlywed couple?
Oh man,
I mean,
I got to go to 3 points that my mother-in-law gave to me. Her name is Fuzz. We call her Fuzz. It's a whole nother story. But she says there's 3 things.
that's good you guys call her by her name.
Yeah. So Fuzz told us when we first got married, she said, you want your marriage to work, there's 3 things you got to do. In no particular order, but I try to put it this way since I got my priorities kind of right. First thing you got to do is you got to keep it right with the Lord. The second thing you got to do is keep it right in the bedroom. The third thing you got to do is keep your finances right. And everything else will fall into place. So like,
Yeah.
that would be my advice to a young person or an old person that's getting married. Like, keep it right with the Lord, you're gonna be good. Keep it right in the bedroom, you can be right with your girl.
And keep it right in your wallet.
And keep it right with your money.
Yeah.
Because more money, more problems. Wasn't that a song?
Yeah. Yeah, it was. It was a movie too, maybe, I think. No, it was just a song.
Yeah.
I think marital advice would be, just go all in and don't ever let today dictate tomorrow.
See, there you go again with that off the top rope, deep, philosophical.
I mean, well, look, that's the music.
right
I thought
there.
I was gonna go jokey but then you went serious. So then I immediately was like, yeah, well, really the best advice I can give you is just don't let an argument ruin forever. That's all I'm saying.
Don't go to bed mad.
Well, you can go to bed mad. You're going to go, like, I've heard that saying, and I wish that were true. But there's going to be some nights you go to bed mad, too.
You right.
It's just don't let today dictate tomorrow.
But if you go to bed mad tonight, do you wake up mad tomorrow?
You can. I mean, it can happen. But like that comedian said when he was like, what'd he say? He's like, you ever be in a fight with your girl and you just answer something stupid to break the silence? Like, hey, when you was in the kitchen, is the refrigerator still in there?
No, I got mad and threw it out. No, it's not there no more.
Just to start anything,
Mm-hmm.
because you're gonna go through seasons, bro. But just
Yeah,
don't be over if it ain't over.
right.
That's all. Just learn to ride the waves, bro, because they're up and down.
Ooh.
That's really it. I mean, if I could, and I feel that way in our country. I feel that way with our friends. I feel that way with everything. Like, just a little more patience, a little more love, a little more understanding. I heard another saying that said, in my house, we don't believe in divorce. If you quit, then go to bed and I see you tomorrow or something like that. So
Yeah.
that's the vibe. It's like, we need to realize that we got to live here with each other,
Right. We in.
Yeah. And even if it don't feel like we're on the same side, we're still on the same
Right.
side. We fighting on the same side.
You don't think Michael and Scotty ever had an argument?
That's why they were so great.
That's what made them great.
Yeah.
Those dudes were so good.
Yeah. Bro, I just watched the Instagram of when he played against him, when he was at the Wizards and
Yeah.
he was at the
Trailblazers?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that. Anyway,
That was
sorry.
sad.
So yeah, that's our advice to young married couples. Or if they're not newlywed yet, then don't do it.
I knew that was coming.
Yeah.
I was waiting on that one to drop.
Yeah.
Some young people say just don't even do it.
Right.
All right. Next question. Have you guys ever dealt with anxiety or any other struggle with your mental health?
Oh.
Absolutely.
Every day.
I mean, you were a cop.
Yeah.
That comes with it.
Yeah. And like as a school teacher, you've got a classroom full of personalities.
Yeah, that you're actually entrusted to raise.
Right. And take their person. You got to construct if you got a classroom of 25 different kids, you got to construct a learning atmosphere for those 25 kids.
All of them.
Every one of them.
Yeah.
And
That's anxiety alone.
yeah, that's nerve wracking.
I feel like I've dealt, and I hate to say it because I don't, it's not manly to say I've dealt with problems, but I've dealt with serious,
Oh yeah.
like depression-y, anxiety. I've sat on my porch and been like, what am I going to do?
Mm-hmm.
Just, I've had some lows. I've freaked out. I mean, I've had, it's been wrapped around like finances, like when you get low in the bank or when you go through a big problem with your wife, or it comes with something. I'm not just out there just emo in my feelings on a good day.
Right.
But like I've had some crashes for sure.
Yeah, and I think like that's where being transparent, being able to talk about your feelings, like
Yeah.
we grew up in a generation where
You didn't talk about it.
you wasn't supposed to.
Right.
Like just rub some
You're
dirt
good.
on it, move on.
Yeah.
Like this is just how it is.
Right.
But one of the things I learned as a police officer was to shelve your feelings, and like that wasn't good, because if you're dealing with what you fill in the blank situation, but if it's a sensitive situation with a young person or a husband and wife that's had a disagreement or whatever, and then you come in and you're having issues at home or whatever, like you got to put yourself on the back burner, and then you got to help them, but then it might freshen up something in your mind, pull that scab off, if you will. Like dealing with that, I think that's why you've got to have an outlet.
Yeah.
Dad bod pod, working out, getting on the motorcycle, cutting the grass.
Right. Just your boy you have a beer with.
Right. Talk to somebody.
Sometimes just somebody saying I'm dealing with the same
Right.
at home
Yeah.
just makes it. Neither one of you got to know how to fix it.
Right.
But just knowing that you're in it together.
Right. Yeah. And like I've got a friend that one of his big coin phrases is check on your people.
Yeah.
Like check on your people. Like it's not bad. It doesn't make you less of a man if you go, hey man, you all right? You good?
Right. Or less of a man to say, no, I'm not good.
Right.
Can we hang out?
Right. Can I talk to you about something? Now like
So yeah, we've definitely dealt with it.
I don't like anxiety,
Right.
but I think we have to deal with it. That's a great question.
Well, a lot of people struggle with it.
Yeah, check on you people, man.
Right. Put it out there. Hashtag cornucopia. What's it called? Caramelsupia.
Octothorpe.
Octothorpe.
Octothorpe sign. Hashtag Octothorpe. Check on you people.
All right, and moving on to the last question now. What's your definition of success?
Oh man.
I told you
You told us that we're gonna get deeper. I didn't realize like we were having a full blown Dr. Phil right now. Like you need to.
Right.
Like he was talking about having patience, and I started in my mind. I was whistling the song, the intro to Patience.
Yeah, these are your fans. So
you know that one?
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
Man, come on. We're gonna listen to that when we go off camera.
All right.
You and I.
What
Guns
is
N' Roses.
your sign? What is your meaning of
what
success?
is your definition of success?
What is your definition of success?
Oh.
Funny thing is, don't you have different definitions of success? I mean, there's
I think it's
business
different.
success. There's family success, personal success.
Yeah, but I think that goes back to maybe one of our first episodes was.
I mean, if you fit in them jeans, it was a success.
Right,
You know what I mean?
right. If I can get up off this couch in a little
It's
bit,
a success.
like that's a win.
If we make it home tonight,
right, that's
it's a
success.
success.
Right.
Is it work? Is it family? Or is it in life? And if it's in life, is that more work or family or both?
Uh-huh.
You feel what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, I get it. I get everything you're saying. Like,
Because like life,
I love these, by the way. I love how you can take these and say some wild stuff that makes so much sense. Thank you for saying that. Like,
am I not joking
no, you're
enough?
No, you're nailing it. You are like, you said in the past, like I've sat many times on your porch and you've said stuff that I'm like, hold on, man, say that again so I can understand it. So like, I can't wait to hear how you are going to answer what your definition of success is. Because like maybe for the first time in this realm, I don't have the answer right now.
Right.
But like you I feel like you've got it.
No, I think I have everyone's answer. I don't have the answer. You
See,
know.
that was one of them. What are those called? What do you call those phrases when somebody can say it's a phrase.
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
The point is,
Yes.
success in life depends on your balance between personal and business. And then I don't know how to say like you could even break it down to like individual success as far as collective success.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because you could sit the bench on a winning team,
Yeah.
or you could carry a losing season for a shitty team.
Yeah.
And you'd feel like more the man, personally,
Mm-hmm.
doing what you did on the court in a losing season than you ever even played watching you like sitting on the bench, right?
Right.
I don't know, I'm getting off, I guess.
No. I like it. I like it.
So there's personal success and then there's business success.
I think so many of us want people to tell us, "Hey, man, you're doing a good job."
Right.
But does that dictate success? Like if somebody tells you, "Hey, man,"
If that's your successful, if
if that's your
life,
scale, if that's where your measuring
Yeah.
stick is at, like then yeah, like as believers, I feel like bringing people closer in their walk with the Lord is one. I feel like that's a success.
Yeah.
I feel like as a father, setting that example and that standard, not making them do it the way we done it, but just showing them rights and wrongs.
Right. The
Excuse me.
points.
Like, because I think we can both easily say that we've seen our parents do good stuff. We've seen our parents do bad stuff.
Mm-hmm.
We've seen them succeed. We've seen them struggle. And if you are present, like noticing those things, like there's things that I've told my own dad that I'm not going to do what you did because of
That's how this worked out. Yeah.
right, because of what happened. Or I can see my dad or when my mom was alive, like I watched her struggle raising a kid by herself. And even when my stepdad come into the picture, like there was a long window of time where I wasn't able to see her be mom because she was busy doing other stuff, but
Right.
ultimately it was for my good. And one of the things she said when I was dating my girlfriend, who is now my wife, was she said, "I don't know what she sees in you." And I was like, "Mama, that hurts my feelings." She's like, "But I don't want you to make the same mistake I did." And I went, "Again, that hurts my feelings. Like, are you claiming that I'm a mistake?" And she's like, "Well, I mean, I was 15,
Right.
but I understood it later on."
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So like, success for me is passing it on to the next generation,
Yeah.
whether it's my kids or your kids, because I feel like my kids learn stuff from you.
They all
Uncle Christian can come off the top rope with some deep stuff.
Well, they say it takes a village, bro.
Right. And I think that's where it comes. But I think the success factor is going to be measured differently by each person.
Yeah.
So like what you said was 100% right.
I will tell you that directly answering the question, my success will be to leave my family better than it left me
Mm-hmm.
and maintaining just writing music and being in an industry that I love, to do that, to do something you love for work and to just hang out with people that you choose to have in your life.
Right.
Like I'm feeling pretty successful.
Right.
You know?
Right.
So if I can keep the family right and keep writing records and placing them, like, that's what I love doing.
Right.
You know? So that's for me, success.
That box has been checked.
Yeah. But you were right about being a Christian and, you know, sharing your testimony. And like,
I mean, not
we're
even
called to do that anyway.
right. I mean,
Yeah.
not even sharing your testimony as much as just being a light.
Yeah.
And you can take
That's
that in
success.
you can take that in the secular world too. Like, I mean, I want to
Be a brother.
right. I
Yeah.
want to
Like-
help people figure it
Like
out.
what we're doing right now.
Right, like-
somebody's watching this, hopefully.
Right.
Somebody's watching this and feeling like they have a friend.
Right.
Like they got somebody that feels the same way they do. Like, shit, I could be sitting right there with them.
Right. And they can so pick up what we're saying. Like, what's that song? It's on Toy Story. Toy Story.
Toe Story.
Toy Story.
You got a friend in me. And on that note, we'll
Yeah.
see y'all next time.